Hello, everybody. Welcome to another B.M.B podcast. I'm your host, Blige.
Yeah, this is Mike.
How y'all doing? This is Flying Brian, and you're pretty.
I'll be your huckleberry.
I'll be your huckleberry. What's up, guys?
Damn, rodeo got back together.
Long fucking time no see. It's been like a month. I thought we broke up, you know? I mean, people were on the ins and outs. You know, fuck, I thought we were going to be on Maury and shit. Like, you're not the podcast, or what the fuck, man?
So, man, luckily the license plate brought us together.
I think that or the jackets, man. I don't know. I mean, we got those Letterman jackets now, so.
I know, with the B.M.B on there in the back, or what?
If y'all see that beautiful black Dodge Ram, that beautiful Toyota Pewter CHR, that Nissan Altima Gray, you'll all see that license plate bracket that says B&B Podcast. Go ahead and follow us.
Are we live?
Are we live?
Are we live? Give us a little honk, too, when you see us.
Please do, or you can show something else if you want, ladies. So.
No, but thank you guys for hanging in there. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Life's been happening with a lot of us. You know, work's been going crazy. I know on my end. I know Brian just started a new job and getting everything settled, and we're back. We're going to try to get back to our once a week. So thank you guys for hanging in there.
I started a new job, and then BJ's trying to get fired. So
yeah, I'm trying to get fired, you know.
Hey, well, me and B already got this thing going on that we're going to try to drop down the retirement rate to 40. So
yeah,
go ahead and sign our petition.
E40, baby, E40.
I'm gonna get my Social Security quick style, you know.
Woo, I'm gonna be going to Denny's and shit, getting my fucking Grand Slam that was senior citizens discount.
Hell no, we go to Golden Corral, get some of those yeast breads.
Boy, I'm about to go to bingo night and clean up over there.
To where?
I'm about to take Gladys's money, Agnes's money. Shit.
Yeah,
and you're gonna take Nancy home.
Yeah. Shit. Over her bad head too. Shit.
Bang out that other hip.
As fucking Timberland said, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you. But we back. We back. Obviously, summertime now. Last week, I think it was last Thursday, actually, my daughter's birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Harlow, Big 10, 1-0.
Harlow, or 20th birthday. It seems like it.
Pretty much, man. All she's about, but it's all good. Last week was the first day of summertime.
Summertime.
It don't feel like it in the mornings, man. It's still raining and shit where I'm at. So,
yeah, the weather's been cool. Today was very nice.
Oh, it's that June gloom.
Yeah,
I love it. Nice. June's like one of the most unpredictable months. June and November. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, but yeah, it's crazy, man. I like it. I mean, I'm a winter guy myself, but it's all good.
You know what? It kind of rained too much this winter, and it was a little cold too much. So I was a little over it after a while.
Was you really?
But actually, I mean, if the weather stayed like this every day, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want that 104-degree heat.
Oh, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Usually August and September, man. August, September, even a little bit of October gets like that. And that's what's crazy because June's kind of unpredictable. July usually is pretty in the hundreds, but August is always like, fuck.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to my trip to Texas in a couple weeks because San Antonio heard it's humid as shit.
The family
when you going to Texas
today?
Huh?
When you going to Texas?
I'm leaving on the 6th. And then I'll be back on the 15th, the day before my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah, I can walk around, turn the coffee on naked and shit, dog. Boom. 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 Boom.
Yeah, you can bring Big Bertha over there. Yeah.
But you can be Winnie the Pooh in it.
Winnie the Pooh.
He's walking around with a t-shirt downstairs.
Days, dog. Hell yeah, man. But gotta admit, man, summertime usually always has to get some good vibes, good music and shit. And I mean, obviously we're all in our 30s now, but we had the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s, dog. Like, what kind of, when it comes to summertime, like, what's like off the top of your head, like what we think like summertime jams are?
Well, you always know the Will Smith one's always
Rums, please.
The number one.
It's Will Smith. It's Alice Cooper. School's over. You know, that one's always got to go on the list too.
Yeah. Alex Cooper.
Oh,
School's Out for the Summer?
Yeah,
School's Over. The remix.
Yeah.
Definitely
Nelly,
Ice
dog.
Cube.
Nelly, Hot in Here.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Old days, dog.
For the 2000s.
You know.
Definitely Ice Cube. It was a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And what's that Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre one? I always forget the name of that damn song.
Still DRE?
He went in the park.
Nothing but G thing.
Is that it? I have that one too. Man.
Yeah, nothing but a G thing. Yeah.
You got Sublime, dog. Sublime, fucking, Sublime is always a go-to in summertime.
Carl Thomas's Summer Rain. I always like that song.
Oh yeah.
Whenever it rains in the summer, I always sing that song.
Oh, definitely. And then you can't forget, God damn, what the guys from Beach Boys that we had that whole fucking, not Beach Boys, Chicago.
What's that?
Oh no, I'm having Don Henley's fucking the Boys of Summer. The Eagles, yeah, no, I said Chicago.
Chicago. But yeah, man, summertime's usually some good jams, usually some reggae, some old school rap is always good. Some grunge music as well, man. It's just good vibes.
Yeah, let's see, I pulled something up. Summer in the City by the Loving Spoonfuls. I don't know that one.
No.
Ooh, Summertime by
Summertime.
Gerald and Louis Armstrong. I gotta listen to that one.
Isley Brothers, dog. Summer Breeze.
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
Who's that lady?
Also like old school jam. Bill Withers, Lovely Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of summer.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, September, dog. Me too.
Yeah.
But so that's always a good thing about summertime. Plus, man, pool, beach, anything water-wise, get wet, go outside with the hose. The old school days, dog. That's how you do it to keep cool.
Girls wearing bathing suits when they know they shouldn't be wearing a certain kind of bathing suit. Yeah, that's that summertime for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Summer of '69.
Yeah.
She got them two Costco hot dogs with that large drink, dog,
Or when you were a little kid, you had to jump in the pool because something else was happening, man. A little too good.
Yeah, man. It's funny though, dog, because lately, back in the day when you would eat something, your mom or your grandma would tell you got to wait like 10 minutes because your food. And now it's like you get in the water, it's kind of like, fuck, I got a cramp. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Shit.
Yeah. I didn't even go to the pool this last weekend.
No, I jumped in. It had to.
Yeah.
It was getting kind of hot.
It was too many kids with the freaking Girl Scout group that was there.
It was cute, man. Though, like Harlow was just happy everyone, people came, and she's just funny though. My kid's 10, acting like she's 40. She's all about like all these Versace, Louis Vuitton name brands. I'm like, whoa! What about Barbie and Ken? Okay.
What about Osh Bagosh?
Osh Bagosh. But it's also crazy too, man, because 1990, 1994, and then 1995, obviously, this time of the year, this month actually, we all remember what happened, man. The white Ford Bronco. If the glove don't fit, you must equip.
The Rockets beat the Knicks in the NBA Finals.
And that shit was crazy too, man. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm watching the OJ America again because that's one of my favorite documentaries. It's actually really fucking good.
Yeah, I haven't watched the documentary. I only watched the
Cuba Gooding one.
Yeah.
No, watch this. It's real good.
It's better, man, and it's kind of graphic. If you guys if you can't watch it, it's because it shows the stuff. But
I think I got like maybe two episodes in. No, I didn't stop for any other reason. Just
yeah, no, it was good. It just makes you think, like it makes you go back and think about all that shit and just look, no lie, like all them fucking people on the streets and shit that were just like, if I was that age, I wouldn't have done that because that's just stupid, dog. I'm sorry.
Go OJ, got signed over the freeway overpass. Like what the hell?
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy.
That was before social media. That's the only one. Like,
can you imagine? Can you imagine if that happened with social media? Oh my.
Yeah, that'd
be worse than fucking Dwight Howard getting in the butthole, dog. You know what I'm saying?
So what's that like Shaq? That's like Shaq doing something crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
People love Shaq. He's done some acting too.
Yeah, he hosted the NBA awards on Monday.
Oh, that's right. He did. Didn't he come out and start rapping or something?
Yeah, did a little rapping and dancing thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Shaq Fu in it.
He did good. He did all right for a host.
Good.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. But but OJ's Twitter rant.
Oh yeah.
Don't fuck with it because
somebody need to break that emoji that he got.
I don't. I just don't. That's the last place he needs to be on right now.
Yeah, that's the last place a lot of those people need to be on. You know.
Some comedian made a joke about it. He says, I looked at all his followers on his Twitter, and a lot of them are a lot of Catherines on there, a lot of Allisons. Didn't they learn from Nicole back in the
day? Everybody trying to catch a case, too, you know?
Yeah. So, I don't know. If I was him, I would have just stay away from the social media. I mean, people are going to talk mess on you for years. I mean, they have a right. But
you just go out and hiding, you know, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, just live your life. Don't. I think this is gonna make it. He better not be on there a lot because it's gonna make it worse. People are gonna be litting his ass up with comments like bad.
Yeah. No, I think after that Vegas thing, you know, it all went downhill. You know, it's like you said, his best thing to do is just nothing. You know.
Yeah.
I think it was also when he fucking did when he wrote that stupid ass book, If I Did It.
If I did it, this is how I would do it or something.
Oh, I forgot he did that.
That was pretty stupid.
Stupid. Yeah. Stupid. But when you were watching it, was it yesterday or day before? In that part where Nicole was on the phone with the 911 operator, right?
It's yesterday, yeah.
And he was just yelling and like how he was like, damn, that feels ruthless.
You know, was that that wasn't the day of that? Was that another thing?
No, that was prior day.
That was in May. But what's crazy though, dude, no lie, I bet you $1,000, man, that when he passes away, I bet you he has CTE, dude.
Oh, he probably does. Big time.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it. And then the weird motherfucker, what's that fool in San Diego? That's just a fucking idiot. Kellen Winslow Jr. Oh. I think he's got it because he's done some weird shit, and I know CTE makes you do weird shit.
How do you try to rape a 50-something-year-old homeless woman? Like, really?
Stupid, and he's got a beautiful wife, kids.
He's on something. Like, that doesn't make no sense.
But then he got caught whacking off in 2013 at a Target bathroom in Jersey and shit. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have CTE. Maybe he's just fucking sick.
I feel bad for his dad. He's a legend, you know?
Yeah.
Your son's doing that shit though.
Yeah, man, but that shit's crazy, dog. But we're talking about OJ, obviously sports. Some crazy shit happened in sports. Number one, hockey. We've been gone for a little bit. Hockey, the St. Louis Blues, and they've never won the Stanley Cup. They won the Stanley Cup, you know.
I was happy for them.
Yeah, man. And of course, the North, they won it.
We are the North.
Just watch out for their fucking general manager because he might take a hit at you.
Yeah, the police are coming out saying that they have photos or video, something of the Raptors people hitting the cops. So they're pretty much the cops are saying they started the whole thing. So I don't know.
That the cop did?
No, the people from the Raptors on their side, they started pushing the cops or something.
This is news. I didn't listen to this.
Yeah, this was during when the Raptors won the championship, and after the game, you know, doing the press conference and they're naming the MVP and giving out the trophy. I guess who is he? Like the president of operations?
Yeah.
Him, and I guess he was trying to go upstate to the stage, and I guess the cops blocked him. They asked him for his
pass or whatever.
His pass, and he just kind of like pushed the guy to the side, the cop, and I think he did it again, and then it got a little rumble, looked like it, a lot of pushing and shit. So
yeah, I can imagine in the moment you're just like, dude, like I'm trying to get up there and everything's going on and you're excited, but
if you can push some cops like that, some security, you guys packing, you know, you might get shot. Especially he's a black president, you know, he could have got shot right there. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Shoot, ask questions later. That's how it goes.
Shoot and ask for identification afterwards. Or just take it off their body. Yeah, I guess that's bullshit though. And so what happened? Did it just transpire just like a little shoving match?
Just a little bit, and then they found out who was who, you know, and they let them go, and be with this team and whatnot. But yeah, nothing major, I guess.
They didn't beat up Drake.
They should have beat up Drake.
No, but what was weird was at the fucking parade, like 4 people got shot and shit. And,
I know.
What?
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy shit, dog. I mean, there was a shooting over here in fucking Costco last week, dude.
That's right, the one in Corona
Off McKinley.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, dog. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful, man. I mean, you just gotta be careful.
That's why you just gotta buy shit on Amazon. You can't even go outside no more.
Uber Eats and
fucking.
Yeah, right? You ain't gotta go nowhere. These motherfuckers doing that.
My niece
dating on their phone now and shit.
Yeah, two of my nieces. When I went to go pick up the tables at my sister's house, my nieces said they work for a company where they bring groceries to people who order it. So they go like Stater Brothers or wherever.
Yeah. They wear the green shirts.
I guess. Yeah, and they deliver to the houses.
We've done that once.
She had a bunch of Canyon Lake passes in her car. I was like, what the fuck you going to Cali for? So, I work out there too sometimes. She said, that's nice out there. I was like, I used to live out there. I was like, what the hell? On the Canyon Lake delivering groceries and shit, Oreos and
lazy ass.
And some chicken.
Some chicken.
Some chicken.
But yeah, man. So then, obviously Kawhi Leonard, free agent, KD, free agent, Kyrie Irving, free agent.
Mm-hmm. Al Horford.
Al Horford's a free agent, but who's not a free agent? My man, the Brow, dog. The Brow went with the Brow and Braun, homie. Anthony Davis is now with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Should be interesting. Anthony Davis also wears number 23, so I wonder what number he's going to go with.
Well, LeBron ain't giving it up.
Maybe, but it's crazy, man. Lakers they're going to try to make some cap space money. Clippers got a lot of money. Mm-hmm. All I know is if Kawhi goes to Clippers are my top seed to fucking win it all next year. Because
how is he going to end up there? Just trading him back and forth?
A lot of people say he wants to come home. I mean, because Kawhi's from Moreno Valley.
Yeah.
And
Riverside,
yeah, Riverside.
So how does that draft work? Because I got a couple questions, and I think last time I was talking to somebody else, like, I'll bring it up on the podcast. So you're in your draft and you just get picked, whatever. So how much money do you just automatic? Can you say no to the people?
It has happened before, but most guys just go to whatever team that takes you, because it's like, I mean, it's a privilege. You're in the NBA. I mean, it's a dream. Like, are you going to be that picky? In the NFL, like, Brian, John Elway and Eli,
yep,
they both got out of the teams that they drafted them and got traded to another team. So
then at that point in time, your agent is still getting the money that you want, right? So even though they have first round draft, they still got to meet the money that you want, right?
No, because there's a pay scale for rookies.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, the higher you're drafted, the more money you can make, but they have a pay scale for like number 1 pick, 2, 3, 4, whatever, something like that.
Okay.
Because maybe only 5, 6 years ago where they didn't have a pay scale for football, I know. And fools were getting Brian, what did what's his face, that quarterback from the Rams?
Sam Bradford?
Yeah, Bradford got a fucking
5 years, 90.
Yeah, it was a huge contract, and he never played a down in NFL. And why are they getting paid that much? They shouldn't get paid that much.
Nope. And that's guaranteed?
Some of it, not all of it. NFL is not all guaranteed contracts, but it's a good amount.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, so I understand rookies shouldn't be getting paid that much yet. They haven't proved themselves.
Nope.
So, but I'm gonna give you my free agent predictions here. I think Kemba Walker goes to Boston. I think KD and Kyrie go to the Knicks.
Ooh.
I think Kawhi goes to the Clippers. Who else is Jimmy Butler is going to re-sign with the Sixers. I think who else is free? Klay Thompson will re-sign with the Warriors. But Brian, you got to remember, Patrick Beverly is a free agent. He might not be with the Clippers. That might hurt them a little bit if Kawhi goes there.
You want Beverly?
Beverly's he's a dog, man. You got to have that guy on the team.
Is there?
I think he wants to go. Chicago's very interested. He's a Chicago boy. He could go there. They pay him enough. So I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting. Monday we'll be hearing all the stories about who's in talks going here, who's going where. So.
But KD, wherever he goes, he can't play for a year, right?
Nah, he's done for the year.
My man, look at Mike doing that shit. God damn. Got my attention. Woo, calm yourself, dog. Caught him at there. Yeah, that's true though.
And then they're talking about him getting a big ass deal though, too, right? And only going to be possibly 4 years or a 5-year deal, but like really just play for 4 years.
If he stays with the Warriors, he can get a 5-year deal. But if he goes somewhere else, he can get a 4-year deal.
Oh, okay.
But he makes so much money off the court. He's I think a 4-year max deal. He's still good enough for him.
What do you mean off the court? What is he doing off the court?
Oh, his sponsors, endorsements from Nike,
okay.
all other businesses he probably have, and endorsements. Those guys make bank.
But remember one thing, man. It's an Achilles, and Kobe was never the same after the Achilles. A lot of people aren't the same after the Achilles.
No.
I know he's only 30 years old, man, but hopefully it's not. Because look what happened with Kobe, man. It was one thing after another, and it just sucked because that's not the Kobe that we knew.
When did Kobe tap out?
3 years ago?
Yeah, about 3 years ago.
How old was he though?
37, 38, somewhere around there. 37.
Is that pretty late in the game, or is that kind of
20 years? He played 20 years in the league.
Towards how age wise?
LeBron's almost there too.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, Kobe came in out of high school, so he was 17 when he got drafted. And he played 20 years in the league, so he was like 37, 38 years old.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. LeBron's it's going to be his 17th season. And he's going to turn 35 soon. So, yeah.
Shout out to Giannis. Giannis won the MVP.
Yes, Giannis MVP. Good speech there. Very emotional.
Sweet Lou Williams, 6th man again. Lou Williams is a baller. Shaq caller.
Rudy Gobert.
That was cool. Who?
Rudy Gobert.
Oh, cool.
The Frenchman, the big tall Frenchman.
Rudy Gobert.
Defensive player of the year. But we're talking about the NBA draft, like the young players were very emotional. Like they taking their family and their parents for the, just that support. Like I've never seen that at a draft where like every player that was getting drafted was so emotional and thankful, for the opportunity, and then their parents sacrificing for them to get there. Like I thought that was real cool, showing that emotion like that, not being afraid. I kind of teared up a little bit too myself. So
for me, man, I know we all been to baseball games and shit, but it happened on Sunday actually with Cody Bellinger foul ball. Just if you guys are ever in those lower level seats, man, always use caution because that shit's scary. I guess the girl that got hit by Alberto Almoraz out in Houston had a skull fracture, and now she's a fucking epileptic.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, man, because those balls are coming like almost 200 miles an hour straight to the whatever. That's why that shit's freaky. Where I sat in the Angel Stadium sometimes, I've gotten close to cup like about, I would say like 10 feet, but you can, when that ball hits that fucking seat and no one's sitting there, thank God. I mean, you just like, God damn.
Yeah, that's why you got to pay attention, especially if you're there.
Yeah, but I guess which is cool. The Dodgers are gonna extend the netting, which they're like, dude, we're not fucking with this anymore. We're doing this. So which I gotta give them respect on that one, man.
Yeah, because a lot of people are still holding out, right? They just did it like a certain amount of, just a little bit down the baselines, right?
Yeah. Not crazy. I know the White Sox are expanding them like crazy. The Nationals and now the Dodgers, which is cool.
I mean, it should be safety first. I mean, you got hockey where they have glass all across all around.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You don't want that puck just knocking somebody out, So, yeah, they gotta do something. You can see behind that net. You still have a good vision. So, yeah, but it won't be those 14-year-old girls running on the field anymore. Trying to grab Cody Bellinger. You see that 2 days in a row?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, at Dodger Stadium, a 14-year-old girl around the field tried to give Cody Bellinger a hug, and then in the next game in Arizona, when Dodgers playing the Diamondbacks, another some 20-some-year-old girl jumped out and tried to give him a hug too.
Damn.
On the field, but the last girl said it was worth it. I'm like, so people saying they should be more stricter. Like you do that, you go to jail or something harsh where people won't think twice about going on the field.
What exactly is it? What is the punishment?
I don't know what the punishment is. It's not really maybe get banned from the stadium or whatever. I don't know, but it's not
enough.
Not enough. You should get tased. You know, just
Yeah, taser.
you know,
Damn.
just be like, oh, you want to come on the field, huh? That'll hold your ass.
they got the tase cam.
Yeah, see, I mean, they probably want to do it in front of kids, but hey, you want to run the field, you can tase your ass or something, you know.
Get beamed with a baseball.
I've been at a couple of games with the Angels and the fucking idiots will jump in. I see one guy jump in the fucking in that little where the waterfall is. Some fool jumped in there, and the fucking cop was like, the cop waited like 20 minutes. He's like, I ain't fucking jumping in. Fuck this. And then I saw another one where the guy is just running around, and he just got his ass. Dog, I'm surprised that guy was alive because the security guard fucking tackled his ass, and it was just like, bro, really? Come on, man.
See, guys get the worst of it. Like they can't do that to a girl. That's why they just kind of just escort them off the field. If it was a guy who was doing this, oh, they get their ass kicked. Hey, Mike, didn't we go to a Dodger game one time, Mike, with you? And I think it was, and some guy was throwing like Halloween candy to everybody in the section. Do you remember that?
No.
I thought you were there too. It was a game, and then some idiot like a couple of because we're not too far from the wall on in was it right field?
Okay.
And some fool jumped over right there. I think it was like 3 rows down. He jumped over the fence, started running on the field. He was running for a minute too before they tackled him.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I think he got like all the way into the infield or all the way to the center field.
Yeah, he was running for a minute, and then they finally got him. He had that Barry Sanders moves on a couple of them. You know what I'm saying?
Got that juke.
Yeah. But,
good old Barry.
But speaking of teary eyes, man, me and my boy we watched the classic, bro, Toy Story 4, and let me tell you, really good, a little emotional and shit because it makes you think about all the Toy Stories that you watched. And I mean, for me, I still go Toy Story 1, 2, 4, then 3, but Toy Story 4 is fucking, it was really good. Keanu Reeves, Duke Kaboom, fucking hilarious.
Is he the Spork?
He's the Duke Kaboom. No, he's not the Spork. He's Duke Kaboom.
I'll have to watch
Spork was somebody else. Oh, it's so fucking good. You and the wife would really like it, man. It was good. And then for me, man,
wait, before you get off the Toy Story thing, I heard something stupid, and I didn't know if it was true. I just didn't know if it was just dumb people. Did Woody like?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Is he like kind of like does he go like gay or something?
No.
Okay, somebody said something like that, like he's like a transsexual or something. I was like, what? Like, it didn't make any sense to me, and I was just wondering if it was just stupid people just trying.
Nah, it's stupid people, man.
Okay.
Leave our animation.
I know.
You know,
I was like, I don't mind you doing it if that's from the very beginning. We're rock on. But I was like, but I think that was just probably just somebody just trying to throw out like fake.
Well, because remember the Incredibles 2, they had like some kind of, they said there was a one of the superheroes was, I think, a rainbow. I don't know, but we watched that. B and I actually watched a documentary about Ron Artest, and damn, that shit was fucking really good, man. It just really shows you how far he's come along, because Ron Artest, if you guys don't remember the Malice in the Palace, he was the reason for it, and he had a lot of anger issues, man, but he battled bipolar, and now he's taking a step up. He has a fundraisers for bipolar and people and shit. It's a real good documentary. I think it's Ron Artest My World. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that shit was really good. And then obviously for me, season 4 Animal Kingdom just came out. It's fucking fire already. Real good. If you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely take a look at it. It's really good. Real fast before I forget, my mom is obsessed with Bosch. I gotta say that.
Oh, she got it?
Yeah,
yes.
I have to watch it, I guess. She says it's so fucking good.
It's The Wire, dude. It's the guys from The Wire. I mean, I've been screaming it forever, man. I'm glad your mom watched it, man.
It's the guys with The Wire. It's the guys from The Wire?
Some of the people are from The Wire. The one of the main cops, that's the guy. I forget the guy's name. He's And he kind of does that. It's that same guy that does McNulty. It's the same dude, but he always the same. Gosh.
Oh, from John Wick.
Yeah, he's from John Wick. Yeah, Laura always says he doesn't have his neck doesn't work because he doesn't like turn his head. He like turns his whole body.
That's that military style right there.
Yeah, yeah. And, but I'm glad your mom watched it, man. I know she likes that type of stuff. So
yeah, she's hooked on that. But speaking of you, what are you watching, cuz?
I have been watching a lot of stuff. I've been kind of watching on Netflix. Me and Laura kind of slowly been watching Marlon. Just kind of want something comedy. You know, it really, really reminds me of Martin a little bit. It's got that same setup where it's him and a buddy and his wife and his wife's friend, and they just kind of all just bicker back and forth. The only difference is they have kids in this one.
Okay.
But I like it. It's really good, actually. So we're going to keep on continue watching that. I also started watching a documentary or a stand-up. I don't really know what it is yet. We're only halfway through, but it's Tig Notaro. Tig Notaro. I don't know exactly how to say her last name, but it's just this woman comedian. You know, she's a lesbian, and everything was working for her. Like she was doing her whole stand-up, and it was such a good thing, and like she was just moving up, and she got all these deals. She got a movie, and then boom, she got diagnosed with C. diff, and that's like a kind of like immune, like your body starts fighting itself, and you're basically gonna die. You know, it could happen, but she actually survived. 1 week later, her mother passed away, and then after that, a couple months later, she got diagnosed with cancer. So all this crazy crap is happening to her. She does this like stand up at a show that she just lets it all out about everything that's going on in her life. And I guess it's like legendary, and it just blew her up. So we're like right in the middle of watching that. It's just a really good film about like somebody that just sticks with it. So
not giving up, basically.
Yeah, not giving up. And then just, you know, a lot of people were coming up to her, hey, my significant other or my father or my mother died of cancer. You even just making somewhat of a joke, or I battled it, and it just makes it real. You know, I know you were just going through a hard time, and you know, because it's kind of rough to talk about those types of things and try to be funny, you know, but like it was literally happening to her right then and there. And she was battling it. You knew it, you know, like she almost started stopping and people were shouting out like, no, keep going. You know, we like it, you know? So trying to get through that, and then started watching some dumb reality show called the Casteteers or something like that about, I don't know. I never really watched reality shows, so I threw this one on. It's just about like a more people that are like putting on funerals and stuff like that. And it's like, I believe they're in New Zealand. So they're just like, I don't know if you know too much about like the New Zealand people. They're like hilarious. And watching that on Netflix. American Gods. Also, there's a new one on Amazon that's coming out called The Boys. And that is a superhero show but all the superheroes are bad guys. They're not villains. I don't want to say they're villains, but they're all like kind of corrupt and stuff. And it looks like a little bit of a darker tale of superheroes, which that comes out today on Amazon. And then the only other thing was I went back on YouTube on the Mass Appeal network or YouTube channel, and I started watching Rhythm Roulette. And it's basically they put a producer, a DJ, and they blindfold them and put them in a record store, and they randomly grab records and then they make beats off of that record that they grab. And just like a really good thing, just the creative aspect of it, I just love it. You just see these guys that are just like artists, you know, go through their craft, and you just see them sample and make it and twist it and grab something they like from this and this and this and put it all together and make a beat. And it's, you know, for somebody that just loves beats, period, just to be able to see them do that and how, and still be puzzled completely of what the hell they're doing, it's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite channels I follow on YouTube, and they haven't showed one in a while. And so when I saw that recent one with Hit Boy, I was like, oh shit, Rhythm Roulette's back. Because, you know, I wanted to be producer back in the day, but yeah, it's pretty dope. You know, they picked those 3 records and then just sampling people think, oh, a lot of traditionalists, about rap producers, how we take other people's music and make it our own. Not everybody can do that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, like, if you know how to sample or take certain music and twist it and make it your own, not everybody can do that. For me, I do it sometimes, but it doesn't sound like some of my favorite producers could do it. It's difficult to take somebody else's music, flip it, and make it your own.
Yeah, I just figured it's like an instrument. What they're doing, all those things are an instrument, and they, at that time when they were first doing it, they were just grabbing the records that their parents showed them, that they fell in love with, their things that they loved as a child, and not all of us had. I never had an instrument growing up, but maybe they had a turntable, and maybe they had, they learned about this or this, and then so you never knew how to play any music. So if you want to be a musician or do anything, grab something that somebody's already done, and you could somewhat do it like where they first were doing when they first figured out the breaks, and it's just I love it. I love it what they do. There's also another one on Mass Appeal that they do where they do break down the record, where I think they do the whole album. And they show you each song, and they give you the samples that they used in each song. I enjoy it.
Yeah, there's a guy on Power 106, Vin Rican.
Mm-hmm.
He does that with classic rap albums. Like he did like The Chronic, Doggy Style.
That's what it was. I'm sorry. It is Power 106. Okay.
He'll break down like the whole sample like of each song, and it's pretty cool because I'm always interested of like where they got that sample from, and you'll realize like a lot of rappers or producers would sample like that same record, but they will sample it differently.
Exactly.
Which is like, oh shit, I heard that before. That's on that song, but he used it differently. So it's kind of cool, like the creativity that these producers have. I wish I hadn't.
I'm excited to see some of these newer guys come out and start sampling some of these '90s and early, like late '80s stuff.
They should.
I've heard some people do it. I haven't heard it enough though. But that's just going to be a sample of a sample technically. But I think that's awesome though.
Yeah. Well, sampling is a little bit different than the OG but like the newer young kid, like the 21-year-old, like using Fruity Loops, or whatever, he'll maybe sample a little bit, but they don't sample as much as like an older producer would.
Yeah.
That's just not their thing. They'll just take whatever that program has. Maybe they'll download a sound pack and just use that. They won't be digging the crates, going to the record store, trying to find like obscure albums. Like, a lot of producers said they'll look for the most craziest album cover and just pick it. That's how they would pick records up, because you think you're going to find some dope stuff on that. So yeah, I mean, digging in the crates, it is that profession doesn't need to be lost, just searching for records,
Yeah, I used to hear stories of like, where people would have big sales I believe it was in New York, and I can't remember what documentary I was watching, and they were talking about there would be these big sales and the records, and all these producers would come around, and they would all just start digging,
Mm-hmm.
and they would always say like they would see like certain producers be grabbing like the most funkiest thing, and sometimes it was because they would play the funkiest thing, but also to throw somebody else off to what they were doing, which I thought was pretty interesting, just because it was like they were all around at that point in time.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I forgot what documentary it was. It was funny because they were just like, yeah, Rakim would always grab the craziest thing. All right, it probably wasn't Rakim, but they were talking about somebody like that. It was like he'd always grab the craziest things, and it was just like, it was just cool hearing producers talk about, or producers talking about themselves. That make whatever you want to really call that.
Yeah.
What about you, Jizzle? What you watching, cuz?
Well, me, I didn't watch that. I was playing. I actually did watch. I've heard about it the last couple of days. Mary J. Blige's B.E.T. performance. So Mary J. Blige is one of my favorite artists. Of all time. She's one of them up there. Her second album, My Life, is like one of my top 5 albums of any genre. I love that album.
Ooh.
And So I listened. I went this, I thought, let me check out this performance. Everybody's saying it's fire. And Mary J. Blige put on a show. It was like her back in 92, 90, 94 again performing. She played all her hits. Method Man came out. They did You're All I Need.
Hell yeah.
Little Kim came out. P. Diddy did the intro. And usually at a award show, you might get like, 5-7 minutes of performance. She got like 20 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, it was like a mini concert for her.
Yeah, because I seen that on YouTube. Because I actually went through and I watched a lot of the B.E.T. performances, but I didn't click on hers. Now I'm definitely gonna watch that.
But no, it was a dope performance, man. I was like, damn, like it was because I'm big on Mary, and I know she's been through a lot in her lifetime. And to see her how she is, she was getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, which was dope.
Hell yeah!
Because she influenced a lot of
hell yeah
female artists, because she brought that like R&B, soul, hip hop combo together. Not many. Either you're a traditional vocalist like a Mariah in the beginning or Whitney, or you rapped. You were like Salt and Pepper or whatever. She kind of did both a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think there wouldn't be a Lauryn Hill. There wouldn't be an Aaliyah. None of those people would exist if it wasn't for her.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good performance though. But yeah, that's all. It was good shit to watch. I didn't really watch anything else, but sports. Sports. My Dodgers. Yeah. So, but I know we've been gone for a minute, so I know we listened to some damn music. So, Mr. Landrum, what you been bumping, brother?
All right, so Jazz Cartier. I don't know. I've been on a good one with this guy. My man, got a new song called Touring. Shit's really good. I would listen to it. I lost y'all.
Technical difficulties.
We got Piper. Okay, we're good. No, so Jazz Cartier.
He is live again, guys.
Sorry, Jazz Cartier. Get the dope, baby. Also, Cage the Elephant's new album, Social Cues. I know I told you about that one song with Cage with Beck, but the whole album's it's living. It's good shit. And then last but not least, our guys, man, Blink 182. They got a new album out. It's actually pretty good. Songs, Generational Divide. It's got
I like that song, man.
Yeah, it's got the old Blink. It sounds like the old Blink again, man. We miss those guys, and now they sound legit. Happy they're back.
That's cool. I didn't know they were still doing things, man.
Yes, sir. What about you, Jizzle to the Whistle? What you be bumping?
Some
Lil Nas, dog?
Nah, Lil Cat, this guy. Lil Nas X. Nah, no Lil Nas X though. Benny the Butcher.
Oh shit.
Rapper from Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying? I heard about Benny the Butcher last year. I watched his YouTube channel called Dead End Hip Hop, and they talked about one of his albums that came out last year. And I was like, "What the fuck is Benny the Butcher?" Right? So I checked him out. Pretty dope. This is like gutter, grimy East Coast lyricist, like rap. Like it's just. There is no radio friendly songs. They don't do that type. There's no dances to it. There's no great hooks. It's just straight hard ass beats with just straight lyrical assassination. And I love it because you don't hear that too much. Granted, this guy's a little bit older. He's probably like maybe my age or maybe a couple years younger, but like it's dope. I like it. Him and another guy named Westside Gun and Conway the Machine, they're all from Buffalo. How many damn rappers from Buffalo, New York? I don't know any rappers from Buffalo, New York. So they kind of putting Buffalo on the map now, and these guys are just straight spitting. It's not gonna be get played on the radio. I'll tell you that. But like if you like real grimy gutter East Coast rap that sounds like East Coast rap. Because a lot of New York rappers are sounding like South rappers now.
Mm-hmm.
New York kind of lost its sound a little bit. So it's good to hear that kind of lyrics, that East Coast New York sound again in this day of age. So being the Butcher. And if you guys want to smooth it down a little bit, Sabastian Mikael. It's some R&B cat. Kind of sounds like a mixture of Anderson .Paak and D'Angelo. Album I came across him the other day on Instagram. Album's called I See You, You See Me Part 2. Straight dope, real groovy, nice soul, good voice. You know, if you just want to chill, you know, with your lady and you know, do what you got to do. Put on some Sabastian, Mikael. Real cool cat. And then Mr. Chuck Taylor, The Game, got a new album coming out soon. Dropped his newest single, Westside. Saw the video the other day. It's pretty cool. I'm very excited for it. This is Game's last album, as he says. It's called Born to Rap. So he just had a dope ass freestyle on LA Leakers from Power 106, but he just murdered it. The Game gets slept on how good he is with his lyrics. The guy can really spit, especially when he freestyles. He's real good at that. But I'm looking forward to the Game's new album. But that's about it. That's all I've been bumping. There's probably some more shit, but I couldn't think of it. But yeah, that's all I've been.
So he's gonna say that this is gonna be his last album.
Yeah, but you know how many rappers have done that.
Yeah.
You know, remember Too Short back in the mid 90s? Album number 10, my last album.
That's it.
Getting is good. How many damn albums he came out after that? Like 10 more?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I don't believe that's gonna be his last album, but we'll see. We shall see. But what you been listening to, Mike?
I've been listening to a lot of stuff. I can't even. It's been 4 weeks, so it's been kind of rough trying to write down everything that I've been listening to. But since we have been doing our nursery, we bought a record player. Actually, Lalo bought us a record player. Throwing money again. What's up, Lalo? Thank you, Lalo.
Hello,
Lalo. He bought us a record player. So over time I've been collecting records, and this time I was able to bring Uncle Chuck's, Brian's father's records home, and I was able to dust those off this week, and I've been listening to them. And man, Brian, Pops has some music, man.
Yeah, he does.
You know, yes. I didn't know.
Mike, that I'm looking at that name you have on there, and I'm very surprised you like that. But I'll let you get into it though.
Okay. So the first one I popped on was Aretha Franklin live at the Fillmore West, and that was fire. We didn't get to side B on that one because I was just I don't know, I was just so happy, so I was jumping around with a lot of stuff. The next one was Wes Montgomery, his greatest hits, and that was fire.
These are my dad's albums?
Yeah, these are your dad's albums.
Wes Montgomery, jazz musician, is super dope. I really love him. He's when it comes to jazz, he's in my top. I like Wes Montgomery.
Yeah, and he's doing in this album. They got him doing a lot of like. I haven't listened. Same thing. I only did side one. I haven't really flipped anything back and forth yet. Mm-hmm. But that one, I think we listened to the first side, and it was a lot of covers. You know, he was doing a lot. I don't know if every single one of them, but I would sit there and I'm like, oh my God, that's a Beatles song, you know, that he's playing and stuff. So I got to go back to the next one because I liked it, man. That was just good music, man. And the next one is the White Album, which is so funny because me and Laura, we wanted to put from the Beatles, the White Album. We wanted to put that one on the wall because we were going to buy that one anyways. And it was cool that it came up here. And I don't know if you know, Brian, but on it says Lions. In like Sharpie, and I was like, I don't know who Lions is. You know, I didn't know if it was like a friend of your father's or something. And there's another one that says Ronnie on it too. And I was like, oh shit,
Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying them, man. I'll mark them, Bri. So if you ever want them back, or if maybe we can give them to Aiden or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember because my dad's music, man, is like from James Brown to the Beatles to Aretha to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and his music genre was amazing, dude. That's one thing I love about Pop, because he really wasn't all about one simple music. It was just different genres that he learned. That he taught me and Kelly about. Music is music, but you gotta just absorb more than just like rap. You gotta absorb rock. You gotta absorb like jazz and all that shit, you know?
I mean, there's a reason why, like we just talked about, like all these samples were from all those jazz, blues, and a lot of those, you know, Motown and all that type of stuff, you know, and that's just good music, you know, and there's a lot of things that everybody borrows and everybody listens and is influenced. And like you're saying, like music it's everything, you know, like you can't like, I'm sorry, country is just one thing I can't do all the damn time. But I mean, like if it's a good old school country, like if it's like really what country is, like some
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, more older than that, I could do some stuff, you know. But other than that, I can't do this new age stuff. But I don't knock it, you know. If there's a good song, I'll listen to it, you know. But yeah, your dad, dude, it amazed me, dude. I was just looking through it, all the blues and jazz that he had in there.
I didn't know he had so excited.
Yeah. This is a dope ass. That was a dope ass record. I got to get into too. But he's got a bunch, man. He's got Chicago.
Yeah, I know he's got Chicago. He's got some good shit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep on digging through it, man, and keep on listening. Was one of the things that me and Laura are excited for is getting records to show the baby.
He's got a couple good Zeppelins too. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. He's got a 6 Zeppelin, dude. Like it looks like immaculate condition. I don't know. I can't remember what album it is right now. But yeah.
The good old days.
So that's kind of what I've been listening to, and I'm going to keep on listening. I guess we'll have maybe a little Uncle Chuck's Corner every now and then on the music.
Cool. Like it.
So picks, I guess, right? We done with the music?
We done. What's your picks, man? What you got?
I guess I'll just roll into it. This is a YouTube channel. It's called The Modern Rogue. I've been listening to this guy on podcasts for the past 8 years probably, and he has a bunch of different podcasts, from comedy, from just science stuff to stuff about cord cutting, you know, about TV shows. His name is Brian Brushwood. He is a why do I want to say a musician, but he's not a musician. He first got started with doing magic, and that's what he would do, and he did magic. And when YouTube came out, he started showing people bar tricks, like magic tricks in the bar, and he got shit on from all the music. Why do I keep on saying musicians, from the people doing magic, because he was giving away tricks and stuff. So he had this long YouTube series called Scam School, which was really good. But now he's got a new one called Modern Rogue, and he basically just kind of like where it picks up kind of where Mythbusters left off, and he just does like all these different things. You know, he'll dive into about how to make different types of mixed drinks, and how you use this mixed drinks for these reasons, or this type of liquor for this stuff. And you just dive in and go in with a bartender, and he talks about it for a while. The next one is like how to cook some meat. He's with a chef, and he learns all this stuff. He has survival stuff. He tests weird things out. He made like prison booze, you know, like 2 different ways to make prison booze. So it's just something that I'll throw on when I'm just sitting in the background, and just kind of like when I get that fix for like a little sci-fi or a little Mythbusters kind of feel to a show, I throw on his. So Modern Rogue, how you guys would check it out.
Cool. What you got, Brian?
You know what, man? I've always seen it at the grocery store. I never really tried it, but me and my kids the weekend, I was kind of like, do I want Briars or I want something else? And then a brand called Tillamook. Tillamook, if you got a sensitive stomach like I do when it comes to ice cream, for some fucking reason, this does not fuck my stomach up. And they got this shit, mooshake. Oh my God, that shit was like a vanilla chocolate milkshake with chocolate bits in it, and it is off the fucking charts, man.
Where'd you get that at?
At Staters, dog. Tillamook. They're around. They do like, they have cheese and all that shit, but they got ice cream, and the ice cream's fucking. They all kinds of flavors and stuff, man. And yeah, no sensitive stomach problems, nothing. It was fire, dude. So Tillamook ice cream, recommend.
I had a little bit of it. That was good too. I was like, damn, that's bomb.
Yes, sir.
It was a little bomb. I had no pick, but a friend of mine I met through G years ago passed away a few days ago from cancer. She had beat it once, and they came back and got her this time. So I just want to say I'm gonna give my condolences to Teresa Miranda and her family. And sad to see you go. She was a cool girl. I remember we did a Vegas trip one time with a bunch of us, and she wouldn't let us pay for anything. You know, if we're at the bar, I got it. You know, if we go to the club, I got it. You know, anywhere. She paid for our trip there and everything. I think it was like, I don't know, maybe about 8 of us or whatnot. But she was always a nice girl, always in good spirits when I saw her. Very cool girl. I just sad to see her go, but I'm kind of glad she's not suffering no more. Because cancer's a bitch, and I hate cancer. So, but just want to say R.I.P. To Teresa Miranda.
Well, our thoughts go out to her family, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But that's gonna be it for this episode of Jackie Robinson 42 B.M.B podcast. And we're gonna check with you guys next time. All right.
Thanks for listening.
Stay safe.
Subscribe to B.M.B podcast on iTunes to listen, comment, and review. And you can also listen on YouTube and podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at B.M.B podcast 3, and also on our Facebook fan page where you can vote on polls and stay up to date on future podcast episodes.